Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. I didn't really have much of a plan for this one other than I had an hour to kill and I kind of felt like painting a Slowbro, so that's what I did. Let's get right into it, shall we? Now, with most of my paintings, I do start off with a sketch beforehand. You don't always have to, of course. Like, it is fun to improvise the painting as you go. However, most of the time, I do start off with a simple sketch just so I can kind of like solidify my ideas a bit more. I don't know where Slowbro staring at a sunset came from. I have a feeling that I'm kind of getting this idea from like an old Pokemon card or something I may have seen at one point. But regardless, I wanted to draw this Slowbro staring at the sunset, and that's what we're doing. To start off painting, I'll do the layer farthest back first. I'm talking about layers like it's a digital drawing or something on Photoshop or something. Whatever. I hope you guys know what I mean. I'm doing the background first. So I'll start off just blending yellow into orange into red, and that kind of makes like a cool sunset sort of effect. And I think that ends up looking really nice. And then I move straight onto the grass that's on the cliff. Now, maybe I shouldn't have gone for the grass right after. Most people would probably suggest I maybe do the water next, but that's not what I decided to do. Apparently, I jumped straight into the grass. So I'm not that used to painting grass, to be honest with you. But I thought this would be a fun dive into that. It doesn't look the best right now, but I think it does end up looking kind of cool later. I used just some fun techniques that I had seen before. Then I drew this cliff off in the distance here, adding a little bit more, just a little bit more to the picture, just so there's not so much negative space. And then I go straight into painting Slowbro with his big, bright, pink, plump body. At this point, I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have used orange for the sky color because the pink on top of the orange kind of looks weird. Pink and orange, like a grapefruit. Points if you get that reference at all. But anyway, um, it's a little weird on the eyes, I think, the pink on top of the orange like that. I was thinking maybe I should have used like a night sky instead of a sunset sky to where it's more blue and purple and dark. So, but that's, hey, you know what? That's, you just gotta roll with it sometimes. I made an orange sky, and sometimes you gotta live with those mistakes. You know what I mean? And that's not even a mistake. It could be like a happy accident. Whatever. It's fun to roll with the paintings. Like I said, it's fun to improvise, and I don't think the painting ended up looking bad. But I guess you're just going to have to stick around and see how that turns out. So I've got all these base colors here, and then I decided to go ahead and throw in the sun. And after I make this big old yellow circle, I'm thinking, man, maybe I should have made some space for there to look like there's some clouds coming in here. But instead of going with clouds, I just, at a last second decision, pivoted and just went straight for sun rays. I don't usually draw sun rays like this. However, I thought it looked neat, and it kind of reminds me of The Lion King. And you know what? It works. If I didn't like it, I could have just painted over it. But I think it adds a really cool touch to the painting. So I'm definitely keeping that in there. Then I go to the waves, and waves are always really fun to paint. You just take a little bit of white on the brush and just do like little zigzaggy motions, and they kind of just show up on the page as you're going. I mean, obviously, that's how drawing and painting works, but it's really neat to see it happen. I decided to add a few of these jagged rocks in here just to kind of, like I said, add a bit more to the picture. I felt like it was pretty empty, and just adding those rocks in there kind of brought the environment a bit more to life, in my opinion. Plus, when I was adding the waves onto, splashing up onto the rocks, it was really fun to take my brush and flick the white paint on there to make it look like water droplets. Just saying. Go in for a second coat of pink on that Slowbro, make them a little bit more solid, a little bit less see-through, and then I'm going to go immediately into shading. And a lot of people probably don't do it the way I do, which is fine and probably correct, because I'll immediately just jump in with straight black for shading. Like, not a slightly darker brown or anything like that. No, I'm just starting off with black. And I usually figure out a way to make it work to where it doesn't look awful, but it's definitely a bold decision, I guess, to say the least. It stands out, certainly. So I'll add the shading underneath the grass on the cliff to make it look like that's there. But after I do add the black, I do kind of go in and blend it a little better, so it's not as jarring to look at, I guess. It could still probably be better, but hey, I'm trying. I never said I was a professional at this. But to help contrast with the very dark shading, I'll go in with the same color that I painted the sun with and add all these highlights to like the grass and eventually Slowbro, just to kind of, like I said, bring a bit more balance to the lighting here. I'll do my best to blend the colors as much as I can to make them look okay. And with Slowbro, I didn't jump straight into the blackest black I could find. I did have at least some common sense with that, I suppose. I thought that would look a little too weird on him, so I went with a dark purple to kind of go be a good shadow color to the bright pink. And then I use a slightly different shade of purple to shade in the shoulder on his back. However, eventually I did accidentally merge those two colors together on my little paint tray thing. I forget what those are called, but they kind of become the same color after a while. Well, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. It worked out. We're not going to talk about that part anymore. Now, before I could finish the rest of the shading and the highlights, my camera did die. However, after about 10-15 minutes more of painting, I would say, this was the final product. I do appreciate you, again, checking out this video. I hope you were at least entertained slightly. If you did like it, definitely feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Yeah, comment what you think I should paint or draw next, because I'll definitely be interested in suggestions if you have any. Thank you so very much for 500 subscribers. That is insane. Like, I don't know what to say. That's pretty crazy, but my goal is still 1,000 at the end of the year. To think I'm already like halfway there by the third month is, well, like I said just a second ago, insane, but I'm incredibly grateful. I'm going to keep the content coming. There's going to be drawing videos, painting videos, animations, story times, media reviews. I've got a lot of stuff that I'm excited to put out there. And let me know what stuff you like the best too. Like, if you like this painting, if you like the painting videos, let me know that. If you hate the painting videos, let me know that. If you just want animations, let me know that. It is nice to know what you all are interested in. And again, just thank you so much for watching and subscribing and just everything, really. I think that's all I have for now. And I just hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.